Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine being 18 years old, right on the brink of adulthood. Your whole future seems mapped out.
Yeah.
Then, bam! One morning, everything you know, your family, your home, your plans, it's just shattered by a devastating lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the powerful and ultimately surprisingly triumphant story we're diving into today.
It really is. This deep dive, it centers on this first-hand account called Stepsister's Lie, Family's Betrayal, and A Life Reclaimed.
Right.
And it gives such a raw look at betrayal, sure, but also just remarkable human resilience.
Definitely.
Our mission here is to really pull out the core insights from this narrative.
Yeah.
Trace the narrator's journey from exile, basically, to getting their truth back.
Yeah.
And their life.
Exactly. And there are so many layers here. You've got complex family dynamics, financial pressures building up.
Yeah.
Then this absolutely shocking accusation that just changes everything.
Everything.
And then somehow, against all odds, a life rebuilt from scratch. It's
Yeah.
really a story about finding your own way and maybe redefining what family even means. So let's set the scene. Our narrator, we'll call him OP, is 18. Their stepsister, Jade, she's 4 years older.
Okay.
And Jade is the daughter of OP's stepfather from a previous marriage. Apparently, her biological mom abandoned her, no contact since.
Oh.
So there's already that history there.
Right, that's important context. And the central conflict that really sparked all this off, it was between Jade and her father, the stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's described as a, respectable man, a dedicated father. He'd saved up a college fund for Jade.
Okay.
But after she finished her bachelor's degree, he basically said, look, any more studies, that's on you.
Right.
His reasoning was, pretty practical. He needed to think about his own retirement, the rest of the family's needs.
Makes sense.
It really highlights that tricky question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is a parent's financial duty to an adult child? Especially in blended families, it can get messy.
Oh, yeah. And Jade's view was completely different. She thought her dad should just keep paying indefinitely. And this apparently caused huge arguments between them. Whenever they fought, she'd end up venting to OP's mom.
Okay.
But OP actually thought the stepfather was being perfectly reasonable. They saw him as, dedicated to raising Jade to be competent, capable, independent.
Which is kind of ironic, given what he was asking her to do.
Exactly. He was trying to encourage that independence with his financial decision.
And that difference in perspective, that led to the big blow-up, didn't it?
It did. The pivotal argument.
Yeah.
Jade shows up at OP's house one day. Parents aren't home, just OP.
Right.
And she starts venting about her dad again, looking for sympathy.
As usual, sounds like.
Yep. But OP didn't give it. Instead, OP challenged her, said something like, why don't you try working? Or maybe rethink more school if you won't pay for it.
Ooh, direct. A real reality check.
Yeah. And it wasn't just about money, like you said. It was a clash of values, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Entitlement versus, self-reliance.
Absolutely. And Jade's reaction?
Explosive. Totally lost it.
Yeah.
Started screaming at OP, calling them a horrible human being, a spoiled brat.
Oh.
And just ran out of the house crying. Seemed like a typical family spat at the time.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
No. But the aftermath is just catastrophic. Unexpectedly awful.
So what happened next, the morning after?
That morning. Yeah, it was terrifying. OP's parents woke them up really urgently, said Jade was there.
Oh, boy.
OP goes downstairs, and Jade immediately accuses OP of touching her the night before. Full-on screaming, fake breakdown, the works.
Well, just like that, out of nowhere.
Just like that, and the family's reaction. It was instant and overwhelming. Completely on Jade's side.
No questions asked.
None. The stepfather couldn't even look at OP. He just relayed Jade's story.
Oh.
OP supposedly lured her inside and committed the act.
Unbelievable.
And OP's own parents, they start begging the stepfather for forgiveness, totally ignoring OP, who's frantically denying everything.
Wow. That shows how quickly trust can just evaporate, doesn't it? Especially with such a serious accusation, emotion just takes over.
Completely. Perception trumped reality. OP got so frustrated, desperate to be heard, they grabbed a vase and threw it against the wall.
Oof. Probably not the best move.
Definitely backfired. OP's mom just snapped, grabbed OP, dragged them to their room, and locked the door. Left them there until Jade and the stepfather were gone.
So just shut down. No chance to explain.
None. And then the parents found their evidence.
Ah, the security camera footage.
Exactly. It showed Jade arriving and then leaving crying a few minutes later.
And they took that as proof.
Hook, line, and sinker. They figured Jade had absolutely no reason to lie. That was it. Case closed for them.
That's chilling. How emotion and maybe a desire to protect Jade just blinded them.
And the consequences for OP were immediate and just devastating.
They decided to send OP away.
Yeah. To leave with their least favorite relative. A great uncle with terrible attitude and anger issues.
Oh, lovely.
In another state. Literally the farthest place from my family they could manage.
Just banished.
Banished. And, get this, OP's entire college fund given to Jade, supposedly to stop her from pressing charges and keep the whole lie under wraps.
So they paid her off with OP's future.
Pretty much. Dismantled OP's future to protect Jade's lie.
And the isolation. That was part of the plan too, right?
Oh, totally. Forced isolation, took OP's phone, forbidden any contact with anyone from their old life.
Wow.
Threatened them to, if they broke the rules, their reputation would be ruined. Sent away in, like you said, exile. No contact for 3 years.
Just cut off. It shows the extreme lengths they went to control everything. The lie, the narrative, OP, everything.
So OP lands in this awful new reality, living with the angry great uncle.
Who didn't even know the real reason OP was there.
Nope. He just constantly provoked OP, made life miserable. OP described it as walking on eggshells, just constant stress on top of the trauma.
Yeah, trapped in a hostile place after such a betrayal, that's incredibly tough. But OP didn't just crumble.
No, quite the opposite. Showed amazing determination. Realized, okay, no use crying over spilled milk. College was out, money was gone.
So, time to find work.
Exactly. Started job hunting straight away. That shows incredible grit, I think. Refusing to just be a victim of it all.
Absolutely. A real shift towards taking back control, even in that awful situation.
And they found a job. A miserable warehouse job, apparently. But it was essential.
The first step.
Yeah. And that first paycheck, that was the ticket out of the great uncle's house. Freedom. Agency.
And that's where things started to turn with finding new connections.
Yes. This is a really great part of the story. OP made friends with coworkers, people who were also struggling financially. They banded together, pooled their money, and rented an apartment.
A chosen family.
Exactly. A chosen family formed out of shared struggle. Such a powerful contrast to the biological family that betrayed them.
It really shows how support can bloom anywhere, even after the worst experiences. That need for connection.
So let's fast forward. Where is OP now, after those 3 years?
Well, they're still living with those same friends. They're found family.
That's great.
Yeah. OP's changed jobs a few times, now works in sales, earning a reasonable amount.
Good for them.
And they're even thinking about applying to college again. Plus, the whole group moved to a larger apartment in a much better neighborhood.
That's fantastic. What a journey. Real resilience paying off. You can see the results of that self-reliance.
Definitely. A true success story built from the ashes.
Okay, so 3 years have passed. OP's rebuilding their life. Then, an unexpected email arrives.
Right. From OP's mother.
And the reason for this sudden contact.
It's pretty shocking, actually. Jade had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
Oh, wow.
And basically, on her deathbed, she finally confessed. Told her father and OP's mother the truth about the accusation. That it was all a lie.
After 3 years, cancer prompts a confession.
Yeah. It's one of those moments, isn't it? Where maybe facing mortality, the weight of that lie just becomes too much. Conscience finally breaks through.
Makes you wonder, so what actually happened to Jade during those 3 years? She got OP's college fund.
Right. But according to the mother's email, she basically wasted it. Took a gap year, traveled luxuriously, came back with hardly any money left. Her father was furious, threatened to cut her off completely.
So no more funding from him.
Nope. She had to ditch her grad school plans because she refused to get a job. Just kept spending money she didn't have. Eventually got a job, but then quit because of the cancer diagnosis. By the end, she'd sold her apartment, sold her stuff. Things were dire.
How did OP react to hearing about Jade's situation?
It's complex, isn't it? OP admitted they felt good reading about it, noting that Jade didn't need enemies since she herself was her own worst enemy.
Not exactly celebrating, but...
No, more like a grim sense of, I don't know, cosmic justice, like her own choices led her there. Vindication, maybe.
Yeah, I can understand that feeling after everything. So this email forces a decision for OP, right? About reconnecting.
Exactly. Big decision. And to figure it out, OP did something crucial. They finally told their friends, the roommates, the whole story.
Oh, the first time.
For the very first time. Laid it all bare.
And what did the friends say?
They were totally supportive, but very clear. They told OP never resume contact. said they wouldn't forgive the parents.
Strong advice.
And importantly, they urged OP to talk about what happened, to tell the story publicly, reclaim their life from that fear and silence. It was like giving OP permission, empowering them.
Take back the narrative.
Precisely.
So OP decides to do it.
Yep. Takes decisive action, texts the mother, warns her, I'm telling the real story publicly, and I have screenshots of your email proving Jade lied.
Ooh, playing hardball.
And mentioned planning to finally get back on social media after 3 years of being forced off.
Wow. And the family's reaction to that?
Predictable, maybe, panic. The mother, the stepfather, even Jade herself started flooding me with messages.
Begging OP not to do it.
Yeah. Pleading. Saying Jade had already received her karma with the cancer. That she deserved peace and tranquility now. They were terrified of her reputation being ruined.
That really raises a question, doesn't it? Is protecting a dying person's reputation more important than correcting a massive injustice, especially one they caused?
It's a tough ethical spot, but the family clearly prioritized Jade's comfort and their own image over OP's need for truth.
And OP's response to the police?
Resolute, brushed them off, said point blank, this isn't about revenge, it's just about letting people know the truth.
Fair enough.
And added that lots of old friends and relatives deserve to know the truth about why OP vanished for 3 years. It was about setting the record straight. Agency, not anger.
So did OP go through with it?
They did it. Published everything online.
Wow. And the reaction?
Overwhelmingly positive. Support just poured in. Old friends, relatives reaching out saying how much they'd missed OP.
That must have felt amazing.
Had to be. And then it came out why no one had been in touch. The parents had told everyone OP wanted to be left alone to heal.
Oh, so they actively blocked contact. More deception.
Exactly. Controlled the narrative, even in OP's absence. Just shows the extent of their manipulation.
And what did people think about Jade?
The community reaction was interesting. People apparently always found Jade suspicious, but they were shocked by how deep the lie went.
Yeah. And for OP, how did it feel afterwards?
Like a huge weight lifted. OP felt much lighter, had no regrets. It was clearly about psychological liberation, reclaiming their own story.
Good for them. But you just know the parents weren't done.
Or never. One final attempt to control things. They contacted OP again.
To say what? Good job.
Hardly. To express their disappointment. That OP didn't just let sleeping dogs lie for Jade's sake.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. They actually blamed OP for Jade losing friends and family because the truth came out. Tried to make OP responsible for the consequences of Jade's actions.
The audacity. After everything they did.
Right. But OP's response was perfect. Just cut right through the hypocrisy.
What did they say?
Pointed out basically, if Jade deserves peace now because she's sick, what about me? When you kicked me out at 18, sent me to that awful place, where was the sympathy or mercy for me?
Mic drop. Yes. That's powerful.
Totally reclaimed the moral high ground. Then OP just said they didn't care about the parents' disappointment anymore, blocked them, and finally felt a real sense of closure.
Cutting the cord. Finally.
Exactly. Shutting down the source of the pain and manipulation for good.
So the journey culminates. How? What happened after OP set the record straight and cut ties?
It sounds truly joyful. OP finally went to visit old friends and relatives. After 3 long years.
Must have been emotional.
Huge. Oki called it the best decision I've ever made, and they brought their roommates along, the chosen family, who OP now calls like brothers.
Oh, that's fantastic, showing the strength of those new bonds.
Yeah, it's a beautiful image, isn't it? Finding real belonging after so much loss.
And the relatives, how did they react long term?
That's the ultimate validation, really. Many of them reconnected with OP, and they confirmed they had actually cut ties with my parents, my stepfather, and Jade.
Wow. They chose OP, chose the truth.
They chose what was right. It powerfully reinforces that idea, doesn't it? That real family isn't just blood. It's about love, support, truth, justice.
It really does. Speaks volumes about OP's courage and the character of those relatives.
Absolutely.
And OP's feeling at the end of all this.
Just immense joy being surrounded by people like this who didn't forget me and love me more than my own parents. A hard-won, very deserved victory. So if we zoom out, look at the bigger picture here. This deep dive, it really shows the devastating, lasting damage a lie can cause, no question.
For sure.
But maybe more importantly, it shows the incredible human capacity for resilience, for self-reinvention.
Definitely.
It really pushes you to think about where true loyalty lies. Is it about silence, Or is it about standing up for the truth even when it's incredibly difficult?
Right.
This whole story is just a powerful testament to healing, to empowerment, and how often that starts by taking back your own narrative.
Yeah. So what does this all mean for you listening? This story, it's more than just one person's terrible experience. It's a potent reminder, I think, that even when some doors slam shut in life, others open. And sometimes those new doors lead to connections that are even stronger, more authentic than what you lost.
That's a great way to put it.
It really challenges us, doesn't it, to ask, when you face that kind of profound betrayal, what does it actually take?
Yeah.
Not just to survive, but to actively reclaim your truth, your dignity, your happiness, to redefine your life on your own terms.
Yeah.
It's a powerful lesson in self-advocacy and maybe the redemptive power of just speaking your truth, even after years of silence.